Hello, and now that you've completed your people bio, the next thing that you want to do is edit and enhance your user account. Your user account, as you can see, I'm back in the Web 411 area of the website looking at the documentation and tutorials for our technology. And your user account is when you start contributing certain types of content to the website, such as perhaps a blog post or a PGSA pick for a development event that's happening in New Orleans or beyond. Or if you're commenting on someone else's content, like a blog post or a news item. We have different pieces of content on our site where you're allowed to actually log in and comment, and we encourage that. It hasn't happened a lot, but it's one of the great things about our website is that it really can double duty as a community site. We don't want this just to be a one-way broadcast out to the world. We really want to show everyone how involved the Paysonite community is, and especially because we're so far flung, we're not just meeting in rooms face to face, but we're located all over with our distant students and our alumni, etc. We want this to be the community location where we come back and speak with one another. And enhancing your user account and kind of commenting on other things, blogging about your experiences, be they either Payson experiences or other global development experiences, that just really kind of enriches our site in general. So you can see that there's a definition here of what is your user account profile, and also I'm going to take you through some of the things that it does, as far as it actually provides a contact form for other registered users. That's not a contact form for everybody in the university, just those who log into the website, and the only ones who can log into the website, as you have found, are somebody with Tulane credentials. So it's internal as far as that goes. So we're going to move over into enhancing your user account. You'll see the video that I'm making is going to be showing up at the top of this page. So again, I am masquerading because it's New Orleans and that's what we do. I'm masquerading as Katie Cheney, who we made a people bio for in the previous video, and she wants to go to her user account. So there's two ways you can do that. You can use the My Account link now that you're authenticated to the website, and a My Account has replaced the login, or always on this administrative toolbar for our Drupal content management system, it says hello K Cheney 1. Okay, the username is pulled from the Tulane Active Directory master people database. It's a product called Active Directory, and we have used LDAP to make it easier for you so that we don't have to have a separate set of credentials that you have to memorize to work on our website. Instead, you just have to work with that universal Tulane credential. So it makes things much easier for everyone. So now you're back. Whenever you log into the site, you're going to come and kind of your landing page will be your user profile. And again, when you're logged in as yourself, you have the ability to edit this. You can't edit anyone else's, nor can anyone edit your people bio. So actually there's a few tabs: View, Edit, Follow, Track, and File Browser. What Track is, it actually shows all content that you've contributed to the site. Now for demonstration purposes, have made a new bio for Katie Cheney, but she made her own 11 months ago. And actually, if you go back to the View item, it always tells how long a person's been a member. So you can see that this site is definitely built for kind of community. So Katie's entering into her second year of her master's degree, so a year ago she made that profile the first time. Then also, if we go back to Track, you can see she's blogged, and you can see exactly when that's happened. And if I go to that blog, you can see that Katie's picture would be pulled into the blog. So I'm going to go ahead, and notice it's blank and it says no photo available. That's one of the things that you need to do to be able to, if you're it pulls from your user account. This doesn't come from your people bio, it comes from your user account. And that's why you have to take the picture that you put in your people bio and put it here as well. So I'm just going to use the back button to come on back. And then let's go, we can return to her people bio also really quickly. And one of the things you did when you were creating the people bio is that everybody made a link. They searched for their their user account information and put it here. So if somebody's logged out, it'll be a link, but it'll cause them to have to log in. And of course, the only people who can log in are Tulanians to come to the site. Now, Katie's actually looking at her own, so it just brings her back here, but to her account. But for example, if we go to people and perhaps Katie wants to send a message to a faculty member, she needs to log in and she wants to send a message to Dr. Swenson. Again, if she follows this contact link, this is going to take her to Dr. Swenson's user account, and notice it has obviously less tabs here. Track. She can see what things Dr. Swenson has contributed to the site, including her own people bio, as well as a series of blog posts about her different involvements in global development. And if there's also then the next tab, it says contact, and it automatically populates Katie's information, her email address. It doesn't expose Dr. Swenson's, although we kind of all know at Tulane it's at tulane.edu, and then subject and message and just a small captcha. So now one can kind of bling out their user account a little more to have some more information. So for example, Katie's going to go take a look at my user account. I'm just going to do a search here on my name. Again, it's my contact information is here, or she could click on one of my blog entries, etc. And notice here on mine, I've done a little more. Here's my picture. I've also made a link to my people bio right here. So if somebody, is coming to this in a different direction from my people bio, it will link them back. Because a lot of people don't know to look under track, etc. And I've also have this block of my social media that somebody could figure out if they wanted to tweet to me or about me. And this is really helpful because a lot of time if a student has written a blog post and we're going to tweet it out, I like to say, I'd like to know who that student's Twitter account is, so I can kind of mention them in the tweet that they were the person who was sharing their experience at the Payson Center. So also the LinkedIn profile, it can be here as well as in the people bio, Facebook, Google+. So let's go back to Katie and enhance her profile to meet some of these standards. Okay, let's go to edit. Okay, and the same picture that you used for the bio you need to upload here. There's no way in the system we can make it transfer from one location to the other. They both also get kind of re-edited to a different size. So I'm going to choose File and just come over into my pictures, and I'm going to re-upload the picture that was used. A lot of times people think it should get pulled from the bio. It doesn't. So I'm going to go ahead and put it here. Okay. Once I actually save the bio, then it'll appear and it'll do some cropping for you. The full name, first and last, is pulled also from Active Directory, but this is editable. So if Catherine would prefer to have a more friendly Katie as here, she's welcome to do that, or put in a middle initial or etc. Anything. Signatures are if you do comment on people's content, or if you work with some of our forums, which actually a lot of people haven't really dived in, but we do have a place for working with forums under Web 411 because that is a protected area. Any kind of notification emails that go back and forth on commenting or forums, you can have a signature. So that's what this is, and it has that same ability for you to kind of like add links and etc. Okay, now we want to kind of always have this bidirectional relationship. So if the first thing is you come to my user account, you can get back to learn more about me in my bio. And just like when you're looking at my bio, you can contact me by coming back to my user account if you're logged into the website. So to kind of keep the direction flowing both ways, here, everybody who's contributed a people bio, and I've got two for Catherine, and I'm going to get rid of one of them, but you can select it here. And this will make it a hyperlink that will lead back to your bio. Because otherwise, if we don't have things like your full name pulled in or your bio, it's really just that little tab that says Kay Cheney, and not everybody's users' names are really clear on who they are, as far as full name, etc. And certainly want to know who you are. So that's why it's really important to do the people bio first and then the account profile second, because otherwise there would be your name would not be in this list. Okay, and if you don't do a people bio, if you choose not to, it's not going to be in this list. All right, username, don't change that. Looks like you can. That's too bad, but don't change it. It's going, actually, I think it'll just wipe back out because of the fact that LDAP is there. And you'll notice that you can't change your password here. And again, the reason is that we're pulling in your credentials from the main, two-lane database of usernames and passwords. So always, if you need to work with your password for our website, you go back to the global password.tulane.edu website to manage that. And actually there are places, if you can't log in, you're going to be led to a page that's going to take you to that password link to make changes, etc. If you have issues, it's always going to lead you back there. Okay, so I can't do anything with this. I can't do anything with the email address. That's all good. That's to kind of not confuse things. Time zone. The default for the website, and it should also be for the user account, but I've been jumping in around, is it should be America, Chicago, because we're located, it's taking the central time for New Orleans, and it is a default. I'm sorry, I think because I've been playing before a little bit before I started this tutorial, it switched. Now that's saying that, and Katie is in New Orleans, but certainly we have a lot of distance-based students. If you choose to change your time zone to where you are, say you're a student in Nigeria, you want to send it to your time, what that's going to do is it's going to, in the calendar, change all the times of events happening at into your time zone, and also it will show the fact that when we contribute content like a blog or like a news item and it has a timestamp on it, it will have it make sense in your time zone. So if you're like, wow, did they just post that news article? What's the date? Oh, but the time, it just makes more sense for you in your world. So again, thinking about the fact that Payson Knights we are part of a global community, and this community kind of based website allows us to work within our own different time zones, etc. Okay, for example, you can set some defaults. Like I said, you always have the option to comment on anything that you have links to that say make a comment and log in, and then you can type in your little user head from this account and everything we're doing to it will get pulled in. And then if you want to get notification emails that somebody's commented on your blog post, or you've commented on somebody else's and you want to get email notifications, just keep these defaults. Okay, and there, like I said, for example, if Dr. Swenson did not want to use the personal contact form on the website, it is turned on by default, but you are welcome to opt out. So if you do this, then when people come to your page, they will not see that contact tab, and you'll find that in different places on the site. Okay, so it's up to you on how much you want to get involved in this kind of more social Web 2.0 side of our website. Okay, I'm going to say save. And now we can see the pictures been brought in. And if I wanted to, I could delete it and upload another one, because maybe you might find that you brought in something that's been shrunk down in a way that you don't want, etc. Okay, so it just takes me back to kind of review what I've done. So now I come to view. This is now also we have a link here to her people bio. There's always, we didn't kind of scroll down enough, but also there's a link to people's blogs here as well, because we are on our website, we have kind of what's a multi-user blog idea, that if I come to About Us and go to blogs, and this is like, it takes the pressure off of everybody, because if we give you each individually your own kind of blog, and then maybe you make something back in 2012 and you do something again later, and it's just like, wow, it like, you don't feel the pressure to kind of keep adding all this content because of the fact that our blogs from the field are a multi-user blog. It's just kind of everything is chronologically pulled. And here, so if I want to see who Andrew Ward is, this is going to take me to his bio. He hasn't made a link to his, to his user. I'm sorry. This takes me to his user account. He doesn't have a link here yet that takes to his bio, and you can see why that would be helpful to have that. But certainly if you enjoyed what you read about Andrew or his blog post and you want to reach him, this is a nice safe way to do it. And he'll see that it comes through the Payson website, so it's not like, who is this person who's contacting me out of the blue, if that makes sense. All right. As far as, let me come back to Catherine, Katie, and I can again quickly get back to her bio as I'm bopping about. Let's talk about the follow links. Okay. Okay, Katie is a blogger. She has a Twitter account. She might not be a huge tweeter herself, but it's definitely to be in the development world and follow what's going on. Twitter is going to get you so much information. So I suggest you make an account and dive in sooner than later. And if you want to kind of see, I'm going to just highlight here and copy. Oh, actually, I want to go up to the URL here and copy the URL of Katie's Twitter account. But what I was going to say is, if you want to get an idea of who to follow on Twitter and how to kind of dive into all the development information on Twitter, come to our site. Please follow us after you've made your account, and then see who we're following. And you'll really get an idea of, kind of, if we come and look at our following and our kind of our ongoing feed. I'm sorry, not here, but an ongoing feed on our page. You'll get an idea more so of who in the development world to start following. Okay, I don't want to spend too much time there, but so I'm coming back to Katie, and I'm going to go ahead and put in her Twitter information, also her Facebook information, and you'll see this for yourself when you're authenticated to Facebook. And again, people will have to log in, whatever you have set on your privacy settings for Facebook. And then also her LinkedIn account. It's back in her bio. So I'm going to go ahead and hit submit. Again, you want to add. And now if I come back and I view Katie's site, she has this separate little block here that starts kind of talking about who she is outside of the Payson website and kind of her social media in general. Okay, and people can use those links to join her. So we could get to her people bio with that. You can see how nice that is to have. And then also I can harvest her public URL from her people bio. And remember, there's instructions in the other in the people bio instruction area about working with one's LinkedIn profile. And like I said, I always want that bidirectional relationship between user account and people bio. So quickly I can come back and edit. I'm sorry, I want to follow. Go into her follow links and just fill in LinkedIn as well. So now, oh, and sorry, this happens with, it tracks my stuff a little bit. I'll just get rid of this when I cut and paste between on my website URLs. I get a little extra. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I needed to add an HTTP. Okay, and hopefully I didn't take off too much on that. Nope, I didn't. And now we also have this when we come back to view. All right, so we really want people to feel that the Payson Center website is a place to, you know, get connected with the entire kind of Paysonite community, which is, faculty, staff, present students, present distance-based students, on-campus students, and then also our alumni. So we always want everything to continue to grow as such. All right, thanks for your time,